Outside of the beautiful tribute to end this show, this was probably the worst Raw of the year. Let's talk about it. Gunther kicked off this week's show and he was naturally unhappy about this show being dedicated to AJ. He cut your typical Gunther promo and it wasn't too long before he was joined by Adam Pearce, who put an end to that. He got some security to take Gunther out of there, then we had Dragon Lee come out, a bit of a brawl between the two, continuing that feud, and I think it's well needed. I think Dragon Lee badly needs some kind of boost heading into this feud because I just don't feel like people care about him as good as he actually is. This led straight into Cody Rhodes coming out here in what was a really pointless appearance. He literally came out, said a couple of words, and then the Vision came out. And then we got your typical bland, boring Vision promo we've heard 100 times. And this led straight into the triple threat match between Jey Uso, El Grande Americano, and Bronson Reed, which was an unfortunate match because Bronson Reed has picked up an injury, and according to some reports online, they called an audible in having Jey Uso winning, although I'm not 100% sure on that one. So unfortunately it means we're going to have Jey Uso run it back in the chamber.
We do.
And also, now that all of the original members of the Vision are injured, let's just wrap this up because the group has been a massive failure. We had Liv Morgan choose her WrestleMania opponent on this show as if it wasn't already obvious who she was going to pick, but she's officially chosen Stephanie, so it's going to be her versus Steph at WrestleMania. To be honest, the crowd felt pretty dead for this segment, and I don't blame them. It was pretty boring stuff and pretty predictable. Natty went one-on-one with Maxine on this show and won with a referee stoppage on the outside. It felt pretty lackluster, this stuff. The crowd didn't seem to care about this too much either. I kept seeing all these good things about Natty Neidhart, and so far I'm not seeing what's so good about it. Brock Lesnar also made an appearance on this show where he announced his dates, that he's going to be appearing on the Monday Night Raw heading into WrestleMania, and that he's going to be issuing an open challenge for the event, which we're all hoping one man answers in Obafemi. Which, speaking of Obafemi, he had a little backstage segment with Rusev, so I'm hoping they're going to do that match, lead it straight into the Brock one, because how do you not do that match at Mania? Jovan Evans picked up the win over Kofi Kingston in what was a pretty decent match on the show. We also heard from CM Punk on the show, cut his classic fiery promo, directing it straight towards Finn and Roman, and man, he's going to be doing the heavy lifting heading into WrestleMania, there's no doubt about it. We had Raquel Rodriguez qualify for the Elimination Chamber. She defeated Io Sky and Kairi Sane in what was a decent little triple threat, and man, this whole show was built around the tribute to AJ Styles, and this was so well done. This was easily the best thing they did on this show. The actual promo packages were great. We saw some appearances from guys that we never thought we'd see on WWE TV. I mean, we had Frankie Kazarian, Abyss, the Good Brothers somehow always getting back into WWE. It was just so good. It was a beautiful final promo from AJ Styles, and of course it was just topped off with an appearance by The Undertaker. And you can tell AJ wasn't expecting it at first. He was a little bit confused, but they've announced that AJ Styles is going to be in the Hall of Fame class of 2026. For me, it should be no doubt that AJ should be the headliner of this year's Hall of Fame class, as he is the best wrestler of his generation. I'm happy the tribute was good, but the rest of the show was pretty lackluster, to be honest with you. I did not enjoy this Raw. What did you think of tonight's show? Let me know in the comments down below.